McDonald's coffee versus Starbucks coffee. Let's face it, if you're a true coffee connoisseur, you probably won't be approaching any of these drive-thrus anytime soon. However, there are many fast and casual places to buy a cup of coffee for the rest of us average amateur coffee enthusiasts who simply need a caffeine fix to get by. Starbucks and McDonald's are two of the most well-liked coffee stop options in the United States. Since its launch many decades ago, McDonald's has exploded, selling about 1 billion cups of coffee annually. Even if it pales in comparison to Starbucks' 7 billion or so cups, is it comparable to Starbucks coffee? It is significant enough to raise the question, just how wonderful is McCafe coffee after all? Is it comparable to Starbucks coffee? In this video, we're pinning McDonald's and Starbucks coffee up against each other. Keep on watching to find out the major differences between the two chains' coffee and which is a better option. As always, like, comment and subscribe when you're finished watching the video. Bean sourcing. The quality of the beans determines the flavor of your coffee before it is sweetened, creamed or whipped. You need the best beans to make the most popular cup of coffee. The best beans grow in fields with the ideal soil combination, climate, rainfall and farming practices. McDonald's and Starbucks purchase their coffee beans from various tropical nations located in the coffee belt, just like all other large coffee businesses do. The hilly areas around the equator are home to the best coffee growing zones. Roasting. Most of the time, we don't think gourmet when we think of McDonald's. You might be surprised to find that McCafe has teamed with Gavina, one of the top gourmet coffee manufacturers in the world. McDonald's receives the coffee after Gavina purchases and roasts the beans. Gavina takes great pride in creating premium coffee, the highest level possible. Level 3 accreditation from the Safe Quality Food Institute has been obtained and maintained by them. McDonald's may be less expensive than Starbucks, but it doesn't mean that the food is of lower quality. Starbucks offers premium gourmet coffee as well. The roasting and blending procedures, however, are internal. They slightly change the way they roast each batch of beans to create their distinct flavors, varying amounts of time and temperature. Then they skillfully combine the various types to produce a novel and distinctive concoction of coffee flavors. Gourmet coffee is produced in a similar way, despite the fact that their processes are distinct. Thus, the superiority of McDonald's or Starbucks cannot be decided on the basis of quality. Both make a point of having high-quality goods. Variety. We simply require more than a typical cup of coffee on some days. Something with more caffeine is required. Something chilly to cool us off, or something spiced up with unusual flavors. Perhaps we prefer the non-dairy selections, or a particular flavor for the season. That's why variety is important. The Starbucks beverage menu makes it clear that they dominate the competition in terms of coffee diversity. There are more than 87,000 possible combinations if you take all of our fundamental beverages and multiply them by the modifiers and personalization options. When it comes to variety, Starbucks beats out McDonald's by a long shot. Taste. Many people say McDonald's coffee is less bitter but more rich and nutty than Starbucks black coffee, which is often said to be a little harsh, like an authentic real dark roast. There's no surprise there. Due to its milder roast, McDonald's coffee often has more caffeine, which helped it take the top rank in the comparison. Because Mickey D's coffee is reasonably priced and similar in taste, it edged out Starbucks in another deliciously drip coffee taste test. Particularly McCafe stole the show with its mouthwatering iced coffee options. According to the magazine's study from March 2007, Starbucks was strong but burnt and bitter, while McDonald's standard brew was good and reasonably strong. If you need a dependable source of coffee, McDonald's might be your best bet. However, Starbucks' greater selection of roasted beans might suit your own preferences. Product consistency. Some people claim that at Starbucks you're likely to receive a cup directly from the pros themselves. On the other hand, the McDonald's staff at one store allegedly didn't know how to deliver an espresso shot, supporting the claim that customers never receive a consistent McCafe experience. Another person made the unsubstantiated assertion that the machines at McDonald's are rarely cleaned, which eliminates any shot quality. Starbucks machines may supposedly produce a good creamer, but only if you don't mind the bland and unimpressive flavour of the chain's coffee, according to contributor Christy Kerwin on Delishably. Price. No matter what fancy Nespresso machine you buy, it may often be difficult to reproduce a drive-through iced coffee at home with the ideal ice-to-milk-to-coffee ratio. Grab your next fix at McDonald's if you have a coffee addiction that you just can't seem to break and don't mind a weaker-tasting coffee. According to Fast Food Price, a normal large coffee costs $1.49 when consumed hot. Even the expensive lattes cost less than half as much as a Starbucks espresso brew. A medium iced caramel mocha costs $2.99 at McDonald's, but $5.25 for a grande at Starbucks. And we all know a medium at McDonald's looks a lot more like a $5.75 venti at Starbs. Both companies have a laudable rewards program, but McDonald's earns extra points for their mobile app because it essentially offers a free coffee every week. McDonald's might be the solution to your depleting coffee budget issues if you're seeking a caffeine dose without breaking the bank. You just can't match the McCafe deal at $1 for an iced coffee. More coffee drinks than ever are being consumed. It serves as our midday pick-me-up, informal date with friends, morning wake-up call, and even the traditional way to end a family supper. Even though more individuals have started making their own coffee recently, many of us still visit coffee shops throughout the day to get a quick caffeine boost. Despite being the most well-known and significant coffee chain in the world, Starbucks faces fierce competition from McDonald's. On whether or not McDonald's coffee tastes better than Starbucks, there is considerable disagreement on the internet. Some people claim the coffee from McCafe was diluted and watery, while others claim that Starbucks is overpriced and burnt tasting. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and leave some future video suggestions for us as well. Bye!